These days, we're living in an information supernova where literally anybody or their grandmother can start a social media account, their own website, their own YouTube channel, their own Twitter, what have it, and spread misinformation like wildfire. It's more important than ever that you're very selective in who you listen to and whose information that you follow so that you can set yourself up for success and not for failure. So today we're going to be talking about a company that goes by the name of Producergrind, who is supposed to be for the people, who is supposed to be for the producer community. But in fact, they have just done something that proves that the exact opposite is true. Without any further introduction, let's jump right into this video. So if you're one of the few people who doesn't know who Producergrind is yet, maybe you've been sleeping under a rock for the past couple of years, Producergrind has been doing some of the biggest interviews with the top producers that are in the industry. So for example, if you look over here, they've done interviews with Ant Chamberlain, Decap, and so many others. They also have a channel called Team Producergrind right here, which is more of like a tutorial type of a channel where they try to help you with your production skills and moving you forward. For example, type beat videos, how to make like melodies, certain different things like that. As you can see, they've amassed quite a big following here, 116K on the first channel, 58K on the second channel. Producergrind on Instagram has over 200K followers. They're pretty big at this point, that's safe to say. They also have a website where they sell all kinds of drum kits, sample packs, and different things like that. And I find it really funny that their slogan is, "We help producers get to business." The #1 sound pack label and producer community. So the main guy behind Producergrind, he calls himself CEO Dylan. This is what he looks like right here. He is the one that started Producergrind. He started the channel, started the Instagram and everything like that. And the team Producergrind is like a lot of people that are in the community that help make tutorials and things of that sort. All right, so now let's talk a little bit about what Producergrind did and what brought my attention to want to make this video. So it all started on July 4th with this tweet right here. Oh wait, not that tweet. This tweet right here, which was actually on July 3rd by Furno, aka Furno Spazin. He said, "Producergrind is the corniest ever." And before we go over this, if you don't know who Furno Spazin is, so Furno is an industry producer who's been featured on Genius, as you can see here, and has worked with the likes of Flip De Niro, Young Boy Never Broke Again, Lil Keed, and many others. So it's safe to say he's built a name for himself in the industry. So Furno posted this the night of July 3rd, "Producergrind is the corniest ever." The next morning, CEO Dylan got mad and went ahead and photoshopped some messages from Furno Spazin to try to make him look bad. So to go ahead and demonstrate this, we're going to have to move over to Instagram, so follow me over there right now. So if you go to Furno Spazin's page on Instagram, what you're going to see is his newest post right here, where he is saying Producergrind is the corniest ever. And then if we slide over, you can actually see the message that was photoshopped by none other than CEO Dylan. It says, "Hey, I f*** with y'all. Would be dope to do an interview with you." And then if we go over to the side here, he went ahead and gave us a zoomed in version so that we could see that it was actually Photoshopped. So when we go ahead and go in here, you can see that that line right there is not straight. It doesn't match up, and it was painted in Photoshop. Whoops, looks like you got caught with that one, Mr. Dylan.
Got him!
So let's read what Furno had to say about this. "Didn't want to have to make this post, but I'm gonna have to because it's absolutely disgusting. This morning, Producergrind decided to Photoshop a fake DM of me to try and make me look bad because I hurt their fragile little egos. Absolutely disgusting. These Producergrind kids are a disgrace to the producer community and their parents." Ooh, shots fired. "It's time to put an end to Producergrind. These kids, who are also terribly untalented musicians, are misusing their platforms, spreading lies, and misguiding aspiring producers. Help me expose Producergrind for this BS. They deleted their post as soon as I caught them lacking on the fake Photoshop. This whole thing is absolutely disgusting and so disappointing for me, who generally loves this music scene." Big words from Furno there, and I totally agree with him. He has every right to be upset about this. It's absolutely ridiculous. And if we look at the comments here, we have a couple other major producers who decided to chime in on the fact. We have the Cody here. If you're going to this you someone, you can't make the this you part. Exactly. We got Cash Money AP speaking on this. He says, they be sharing misinformation about the industry and most of the time don't know what they're talking about. I don't get why they went out of their way to post your tweet where you were just expressing yourself, LOL. They are supposed to use their platform to help musicians, not on them. Nick Mira went in and said, laughing my ass off, they did surgery on a DM. And then the Cody came in here again and said, only way to settle this is a beat battle. Winner gets to spank the loser's mommy. Oh my gosh. Okay. So as you can see, other producers are chiming in as well and sharing that Producergrind is also spreading misinformation to the community. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. Coming from Cash Money AP, who is definitely a big industry producer himself. He would know better than anybody else about that. So this was on, so this was posted on July 4th here. Now if we go to Producergrind's page, we're going to notice that they actually deleted their post. So let's see, July 1st, July 2nd, July 3rd, July 14th. Interesting, there is a big gap there, almost 2 weeks. I wonder what happened. So I originally found out that all of this happened on July 4th because CEO Dylan posted a post to this account right here, apologizing for what he had done, apologizing to the community, saying that he was sorry that he should have never done that because that wasn't good for the community, it wasn't a good look for him. And it turns out that he actually went and deleted that post as well, probably because he has such a big following and he didn't want everybody to go ahead and figure that out on their own. Kind of a snaky thing to do, to be honest. So it's safe to say that the company who's supposed to be for the producers is out here photoshopping producers' messages to try to make them look bad. Very, very interesting. So my thoughts on this is there's literally hundreds of other producer channels and things like that where you can find tutorials that you'll actually get more useful information from anyways. Actually, I've watched quite a few of the Producergrind tutorials. Actually, I think they're on the Team Producergrind channel, and a lot of them have more of an entertainment aspect to it than they do actually information. So you'd probably be way better off watching another channel who's actually going to give you the sauce instead of hiding it from you. And I went ahead and unfollowed Producergrind channel, and on Instagram I unfollowed them as well. I'm not going to be supporting a community that is going to attack their producers and then sit and say that they are the producer community, the #1 producer community. I'm not about to support that, and any other producer shouldn't as well. You know, maybe if Dylan didn't delete the post where he apologized to the community about it, maybe I'd feel a different way about this, but the fact that he went out of his way to delete that after the whole thing happened, to probably hide it from most of the subscribers or his followers that hadn't seen it already. I mean, why else would you do it? Why would you make it and then delete it right after? I have no idea. That all just seems kind of snakish to me. So for that reason, they're just leaving a bad taste in my stomach, and I just can't stick around with them or support them any longer. Now you guys know exactly what you need to know about them, and you can go ahead and make your decision if you want to follow or support them anymore. But besides that, man, thank you so much for watching this one all the way to the end. Make sure to share this video with a fellow producer so that nothing like this ever happens again. We gotta fight for the small guy. We can't let the bigger guys step on the small guys and then just get away with it. As you can see, they're deleting the post and trying to get away with this. We can't let that happen. So please share this with a fellow producer so that they can learn and see what's going on here, and maybe we can put an end to this happening once and for all. All right, guys, and you can also catch us on Instagram if you're not following us over there yet. We'll be posting content over there, letting people know what's happening, also giving you little infos and little intro videos into what we're dropping on the YouTube, just keeping everybody updated on what's happening in our community. Also, we have a Discord, which is pretty freaking awesome, I have to say. People are in there making samples and collaborating with each other. They're dropping drum kits, and there's all kinds of crazy stuff that's going on there. So if you want to join that, there's going to be a link for the Discord in the description below, so go ahead and join that as well. And besides that, guys, if you haven't already, subscribe and smash a like on this video, and I'll be catching each and every one of you in the next one. Peace out.